Dude, we've already been over this. You're not really playing, and that's still a fake guitar.
Hello and welcome to Earth Alien ProtoMet, and today I'll be covering Jinzo Ningen Kikaider, the animation. Now, longtime fans may be aware that I've already covered Kikaider in an earlier video. Let me just clear that up right now. This is not the same as this. They may have the same name, but they are vastly different experiences. And not just because one is live action and the other is animated. So let's dive in.
Dr. Komyoji has created an android, Jiro, that is installed with a conscience circuit, Gemini. An explosion at his lab leaves his children, Mitsuko and Masaru, without a father, and they soon encounter Jiro. When the children are threatened by robots controlled by the sinister Professor Gill, Mitsuko soon learns of the terrible power within Jiro, who is torn between good and evil due to his faulty Gemini, as he transforms into the asymmetrical robot, Kikaider.
Okay, admittedly the general plots of the two shows are very similar due to them pulling from the same manga by Shotaro Ishinomori for their story. But the biggest difference between the two is the tone that the two shows have.
The live-action series is colorful, fun, and clearly made to sell toys to children. The animation, however, is dark and serious, with more philosophical, ethical, and existential elements. The show makes it a point to acknowledge the fact that Jiro is essentially killing his brothers by fighting against Dark. It's not just fratricide that the show tackles. Early on, Jiro is conflicted about who and what he even is. A robot that looks human and has emotions, but whose immense strength and strange appearance in Kikaider form alienates him from humans, who can't help but fear him. Mitsuko, the first person aside from Dr. Komyoji to learn of Jiro's true nature, is terrified of him at first, and gradually overcomes her fear as she realizes that Jiro is the one who's suffering the most. Add in an upturning of the concept of family, friends, and the conflict between right and wrong, and how each end of that spectrum are open to interpretation. Jinzo Ningen Kikaider is the tale of Jiro's journey to find his place in the world and come to terms with the conflict between the robot and human sides of himself. For as dark as the series' tone gets, it's hard to ignore the cartoony art style used in the show. But that's just series creator Shotaro Ishinomori's art style, so it comes with the territory. And it's not that bad to look at. And the show has just enough humor to not be completely depressing. The action scenes are also very well done.
I'm not going to go too deep into the plot of this 13-episode series, but I probably should talk about its 4-episode OVA sequel, Kikaider 01, the animation. I don't have a copy of that, so just use your imagination.
Kikaider 01, the animation, is a truncated version of the plot of Kikaider 01, the live-action show. And I'd almost tell you not to watch it because of how rushed it ends up feeling. I say almost because the final episode is great, giving not only Kikaider 01, but Jiro's whole story an incredibly satisfying conclusion. That alone makes Kikaider 01 worth watching.
As I've said before, Jinzo Ningen Kikaider the animation is very different from its live-action counterpart. But if you've already seen the live-action version, then I would strongly recommend giving the animation a watch. If you've never seen Kikaider in any form, then the animation is still worth a watch. Personally, I actually prefer the animation over the live-action version, but they're both great for their own reasons. Until next time, I'm ProtoMet. See ya.